No one cares that you have testicular cancer, Sam.
Actually, I think more people would care if I did. They don't care because I don't have testicular cancer.
They'll never know.
Exactly.
You get testicular cancer.
With great responsibility, with great power comes great responsibility.
I thought you were about to say, with great cancer comes great power.
With great testicles come great testicular cancer. Yes.
All right, do you want to retell the story now?
No. I'm going to just let that one rest in the air to simmer and create the roux that we stew in for the next hour or so. I was discussing some fantastic come to Jesus, oh my God, I'm old now moments that I had this weekend. But that was about it.
We don't know how old you are.
I know, but I certainly felt old that night. I could not look around a bar full of a bunch of copy and paste blonde-haired bitches, and instead of getting excited, I was disgusted. Like, if that doesn't tell you you're old, because I just wanted to play some fucking pool and drink my Guinness.
I think you are old, man. you probably blend in really well with the Irish people overseas.
No?
I'm
too dark.
You're too dark.
They'd call me Sicilian over there.
I could see it.
Yeah, but that's a problem.
That I can see it?
I don't need to be the black Italian guy. There's a reason why he's called the Italian Stallion. It's because his people were raped by Africa for, a couple of decades early on. That's why the entire southern half of Italy is, a lot darker and have massive cocks.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Why do you know that they have massive cocks?
They're fucking... Do you know nothing about world culture?
No.
They're Sicilians, dude. They're they steal, and that's about it. Mostly wives and women, but sometimes also they just steal your money.
Well, I know about Sicilians. My dad got... For the longest time, everybody thought he was Sicilian.
Yeah, until they fucking pulled down his pants.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Small dick syndrome.
Well, because he wasn't Sicilian.
It runs in the family.
Oh, well, that's just because you're Belgian.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
No.
So you're average over there, just not to the Swedes.
No. I'm larger than an American, but I'm smaller than a Belgian. It's fine.
For any of our listeners, please do not look up international cock statistics. Or the ICS.
Which brings us
I have heard that under the rules of 2.4, some of what Nick said is wrong.
No.
But if you look at the older rules pre-2024, then Nick would be right now.
No, because this brings us to today's sponsor.
Blue Chew? Like what? Who's going to help us now? It's either that or Betty Boop. Like
the World Health Organization.
Who?
I don't know. What are you talking about?
Who?
I don't know. It's a great band. So are we doing this episode on what you wrote, or are we doing another one?
Well, what I wrote probably would only work best if we just went the lazy route and had AI narrate it. Because my voice ain't that sexy.
Okay.
And unless you know Morgan Freeman, I don't know anybody we can have show up and narrate this and sound good.
I don't have him in my back pocket, so no.
Okay. So
I've got an episode for you.
Okay.
If you could build a giant structure that people 100 years from now would still talk about, what would it be and why?
You're not even going to let me have a set amount of time on the clock to prepare my thoughts here.
Not the slightest.
You're not going to let me scribble down some notes real quick. Got
Off the cusp.
Fuck. So define structure then. Let's get in the nitty gritty then.
Anything you want.
Well, is this artistic? Is it purposeful?
Functional.
Okay.
It has
so it needs to be a functional structure.
It has to serve a purpose.
Right.
If the art is to make people smile because World War X happened,
what
if
the purpose was just to build a wizard's tower that reached the moon? Just to say that I did.
That's not purposeful.
Well, but it's
it has to be
reaching the moon.
It has to be
and
possible.
Showing everybody else my dick's bigger than yours. Clearly, look at the evidence.
It has to be possible.
Okay. Well, that's why I called it a wizard's tower. Science that's not understood is known as magic.
You're just stalling. Answer the question.
Got 3 minutes left on the clock, okay? Give me a second. Okay, so we define structure. Has to be purposeful. Mm-hmm. Am I restricted by building material? Or is it just like rough common sense?
Rough common sense.
Don't build an inverse... what's the thing in Italy? Or, sorry, Paris?
The Eiffel Tower?
Yeah, don't build an inverse tower. Got it. Inverse Eiffel Tower. Okay.
What?
Well, that would probably be not so practical, right?
I don't know why you would do that, but yeah.
Well, I'm clearly defining my building restraints first, so that way when I build this thing in my mind, I can go through at my, progress stages and, have...
I'm just trying to gauge, if there was a country with no national monument... Okay, so like Paris has the Eiffel Tower, Rome has Colosseum.
Well, that's changing it, so then pick a country.
I know, but I'm just like curious on what your thought process would be.
Then pick a country. That'll make it easier. That gives me definitive, guidelines to design.
What country doesn't have one? Zimbabwe.
Oh, no, that's really easy. Have you seen their death pits? I ain't got to do shit except kick over a rock, and boom, international news. That ain't nothing. What would be fascinating in Zimbabwe is building a water pump that they didn't strip down for parts.
Chile.
Ooh. Okay. So I'm basically working with Mexican colors.
Red, white, and...
I'm pretty sure they speak Portuguese in Chile, right?
They could speak German for all I fucking know, if the rumors are true.
No, that's Argentina.
They have to spread their seed somehow.
Shh. That's why Argentina's where we say they are. We act as if they couldn't spread or just, walk that way 10 minutes.
They're secretly everywhere.
All right. So if I was going to build a monument that won't be discovered for 100 years in Chile, what would it be?
I don't think anybody said it wasn't going to be discovered.
Well, that's what you just said.
It has to last 100
Well,
years.
but no, you said in 100 years.
It has to last.
Right.
Longevity.
Right.
Not mysterious.
Oh, well then I would just copy the fucking Mayans and Incans and build a fucking temple.
Nope.
It's really easy. You know why? Because instead of actual gargoyles and actual mythic deities and everything, it'd be filled of has-been hotel characters and Invader Sim and maybe a SpongeBob hieroglyph here and there.
Nobody is... Oh, I saw this awesome 3D printer of a ceiling fan. Mm-hmm. It makes me want to install a ceiling fan.
I'm sure it does.
And just have this 3D printed. It was Patrick with his mouth open, and then he put a recording of him screaming, so the fan would spin
and just scream. Yes,
it's it's fucking awesome, and I want to do it.
Yeah. So when it comes to structure or monument, Chile's kind of a weird one. Chile doesn't have that big of a culture.
Okay.
Chile doesn't really have that big of a national heritage or identity in and of itself. So it's kind of a loose enigma, which means it would be perfect for that mysterious, fuck you.
What about a giant pot?
This is definitely not a fake time capsule that I'm building just to fuck with people in 100 years.
Okay. Kind
of thing. So 100%, I would have to design, an Aztec temple full with, the head-rolling competitions and whatnot.
Yeah, but you'd have to do it somewhere where it's incredible. Not
It would have to be impossible to find.
We're not talking about Machu Picchu, are we?
Well, that's Huayna Picchu, and I really get fucking annoyed that everybody calls it Machu Picchu.
Oh, what?
It's called Huayna Picchu.
What are you talking about?
The actual location where everybody fucking stands with oh, that's Machu Picchu. It's no, it's Huayna Picchu. You dumb piece of shit.
What?
Machu Picchu is the thing you're taking the picture of.
So then what is Huayna Picchu?
Huayna Picchu is the name of the site where everybody actually has to stand in order to see Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu is one of the larger complexes that were built in the mountains, but Huayna Picchu is way higher up and is on a separate mountaintop and looks down on Machu Picchu. So all your photos and all your, I was there. Well, 9 times out of 10, they never left the fucking food court on Aguas Caliente, yet alone going up to Machu Picchu, yet alone taking the extra height to go all the way up Huayna Picchu to get the classical shot in the view. So
I never knew you felt so fucking passionate about...
I do when it comes to respecting historical sites like that. As I described, making a fake one. Okay. That's why I'm making a fake one in a country that doesn't matter. Okay? This is a joke.
Okay, so what about Haiti?
What about him?
What would you do in that country?
Nothing. You're going to die.
Well,
not from the pirates, just the AIDS. Like, just breathing.
Boom. That's
AIDS.
a lot of butt sex, but okay. So what's your monument to AIDS?
Haiti.
Oh.
We allow it to exist today.
I see the problem.
See, the difficulty of building a monument to the gays, AIDS, is they just don't exist past one generation. So it wouldn't last 100 years.
Okay, it lasts 10. What do you build?
10 years?
Sure.
Oh. Have you not seen half the shit we've done on gay pride parades?
Oh, boy. I feel like we're...
It's easy. Opening. It's called the Eiffel Tower. It just isn't the structure you're thinking of.
I feel like we're opening ourselves up to a lot of different hate comments right now.
There's no hate, just love.
Lots of aggressive love.
It's not my fault you're wrong in how you express your love. So I'm only saying these things knowing full well that our opening introduction always stresses the fact this is satire. Nothing said here is expressing real views or opinions.
And I always go back to that thing you always say about me. It's not you.
It's nothing personal. I just fucking hate you. Yeah.
I always get it wrong, too.
Yeah.
It's not you.
No. It's nothing personal. Because it is you. It has to be you. I can't hate you if it's not you.
So, that intro was for the Hoover Dam?
Oh. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't build a dam. Because without proper maintenance, good luck.
Well, the Hoover Dam is... We'll get into that.
Has had a lot of maintenance.
We'll get into that. Yes, upkeep is necessary.
Well, that's not building a structure that'll last for 100 years.
In a zombie apocalypse, or any type of apocalypse...
I want to be above the dam, not below it.
The Hoover Dam is where you want to go because it has the necessary infrastructure in place to still keep producing electricity. Short of...
You know what else produces electricity?
Your mom.
Any stream that won't cause a catastrophic, god-tier level catastrophe when it finally fails. How about you don't rebuild civilization right next to something that would do that?
It'll be fine.
I just heard that in Homer Simpson's voice. While he just lays back and takes another nap while the alarms are blaring. Yep.
So
it'll be fine. It'll still produce power. Yeah. But I need to control that power. I don't need to just produce it into the lake I'm trying to swim in. Let's think this through a little bit, Nick.
All right. The big dream. Why the Hoover Dam was built.
And why for zombie apocalypses?
We'll get
Or was that just an example?
It was just an example.
Oh, I really thought you had found something that, beyond conspiracy theory level... indicated that the Hoover Dam was built off some minute possibility of zombies.
Maybe? When did zombies come out? When did the trope for zombies come out?
Do you want to actually know the historical where zombies came from, or when our modern concept of zombies became a thing?
Yes to both. Maybe we should make this another episode.
Ironically enough, Haiti is where it originated.
Really?
Voodoo doctors. So, zombification and zombies...
I am an expert on voodoo.
Well, it's all Haitian. It all originated from Haitian voodoo.
Really? It's kind of cool.
Well, it essentially just means reanimating dead flesh with a different consciousness, is literally all it is. So a whole lot of their witchcraft and practices involved bringing back zombies and zombification of humans and spirits. Then, of course, that evolved, no different than Bram Stoker's Dracula and all that other shit. It evolved during the same time and became a little bit more romanticized as an idea.
Did you ever watch the new Frankenstein movie that came out?
No, you're the one who's obsessed with it, so I'm going to purposely shit on it until you make me watch it.
I am not obsessed, but it is...
No, I insulted it the other day, and you got defensive.
Did I?
Yeah, because you thought it was actually good, and I was being too serious with insulting it, even though I never I didn't know anything about it.
All right, fuck you. We're watching it. Or you know what? We'll do
I think you were defending the fact that it was actually good.
Well, I suppose it's good. I haven't seen it. It's been out for a couple weeks now.
I don't know. Either way. And then like modern zombies are just, it's Hollywood. It's all Hollywood shit. You can blame Israel. No, I'm not joking.
The Jews.
No, not the Jews. Israel, specifically.
The Jews did it.
No.
But how does Israel tie into zombies?
The modern idea of them?
Yeah.
Have you not seen this fantastical documentary called World War Z?
They make a really big wall, yeah.
And Patient Zero is located where?
That was Asia, bub.
No.
I knew that.
It was in Israel.
You're in Israel.
But they snuck it out and gave it to the Asians. Because they said, oh no, the Jews can't do this. I'm talking out my ass. I don't know anything. I'm waiting for you to come up with the next talking point here.
Well, I was gonna, but you keep interrupting me.
Because you're not saying anything.
So the Hoover Dam wasn't just about power. It was about protecting us from the zombies. I mean, it was about taming the wild Colorado River. In the early 20th century, floods destroyed farms and droughts made agriculture nearly impossible in the southwest of the United States. The government needed a solution that would control water, provide irrigation, and generate electricity for booming cities like LA, Phoenix, and Las Vegas. Approved in 1928, construction started in 1931. During the Great Depression, it became a symbol of American ambition, showing how engineering could reshape nature itself. For many, the Hoover Dam wasn't just about concrete and steel. It was hope during one of the country's darkest economic times. It provided jobs, it provided purpose, and it provided kind of like a light during the bleak times around that time period.
I see what you did there.
I just want the acknowledgement. That's all I want.
Fuck off.
President Herbert Hoover pushed for the project, though it was Franklin D. Roosevelt who dedicated it in 1935. This led to decades of political bickering over what to call it, the Hoover Dam, or what it was previously known as the Boulder Dam. So, do you think...
Do you know why it was known as the Boulder Dam?
Okay, am I the one doing this episode or you? Why was it known as the Boulder Dam, you piece of shit?
I don't know. Why didn't you tell the audience, Dick?
No.
I thought it was your episode.
No.
I'm just here for comedic relief.
You go right ahead, Bob.
No, I don't want to steal your thunder.
You already did.
What thunder?
I don't have any.
Then continue.
Nope. You tell our audience where the...
Why it was named the Boulder Dam?
Go right ahead.
Fucking Boulder, Colorado, you dipshit.
Is that why?
Yeah, it's that simple.
Lord. Do you think massive projects like this are more about solving problems
did you believe me?
Or showing off power?
Please fact check me. I don't know. Like, I thought you were looking up the real answer.
I will.
Thank you. I'm curious.
Would I give a fuck?
Okay.
Now answer the question.
Which one?
Yes. The one you didn't pay attention to.
42.
Good answer. Do you think massive projects like this are more about solving problems or showing off power?
Well, no. Well, who are we showing off to? Is it the president showing off his power? Or is it us as a country flexing some power?
All the above.
Well, because as a country flex, yeah, that's a great fucking flex.
Is it?
Haven't really seen that type of shit built anywhere else in the world, have you?
Well, again,
to the same size and scale.
Yeah, China.
Rivers big enough.
China does some shit.
Okay, stuff that doesn't collapse in under 5 years and murder a couple million people as population control.
Allegedly. Mm-hmm. We still have sponsors from other countries.
Also, nowhere else has the geography to pull off shit like that. And we do. Now, secondly, yeah, it was also a huge boon and help. Because what else would those thousands and thousands of workers have done? Besides been out of work. During a not so good time to be out of work?
I think there are other places in the world where they do have large...
Don't let your corpsman grab the wrong silver bullet. Anyways, continue.
At a fucking Okay, buddy.
Continue. Sorry. Sorry.
This is so.
Everyone knows what a silver bullet is. It's just you don't want to
for the werewolves that our raccoon interns hunt in their spare time.
Correct. Continue.
That's how we keep the population down.
Something about dams and people and bridges and burning them.
Well, yeah, it's just like big projects like that. They are around the world. You just don't hear as much about them. Like China, they just came across one of the world's largest spanning bridges, where you're capable of bungee jumping off of it, just to literally drive up tourism to a very podunk, really small town. I forget what it's called though.
Oh, and has that worked at all for them?
It just opened. I don't know, bub.
Yeah.
I don't know what you want from me.
I'm gonna laugh really hard when the first hard storm sections of said bridge magically aren't there anymore. So again, no, I don't think it is a flex. It really is. As a country, for us to be able to consistently pull off projects like that and not have catastrophe, like I think we had one or two bridges in San Francisco that were catastrophes, but besides that, like as a country, we got a pretty fucking good structural background and engineering background.
Yeah.
Like the infrastructure and the shit we've built as a nation.
I detest that, or I disagree with that, because a lot of it's starting to come up where we need to update said infrastructure.
Because we haven't touched it in 100 years, yes.
How old do you think the Hoover Dam is, bub?
But you get my point. We have not touched our infrastructure since we put it there.
Well,
now think about that.
She was just telling me that
let's put this in perspective. We have been able to multiply our demand on said infrastructure by however many magnitudes without actually updating any infrastructure. If that's not a flex for the shit that our forefathers built, that's all I'm saying. No other country can really put that forth beyond Rome. The Romans built some shit like that. Who else has?
Slave labor. Egypt?
Yep. Well, again, as we've said, great things can be accomplished with slave labor. It's amazing what happens.
I don't think
when
we
OSHA
ever said
exist.
that until right now.
Oh, well, okay. Lots of people say that. It's historically accurate. I'm not saying morally it's not repulsive, but amazing things can happen with, no child labor laws and no safety regulation and slavery and even indentured servitude. Let's spice it up a little bit.
Oh.
Great things can still be done.
Well, so you also have to put in perspective that the modern day person who knows about slavery is also thinking
Have I
about
also
the South.
mentioned any of the shit we built during any of the world wars? Like, no one thing was that fantastical, but think of the sheer magnitude of industry that was made. What kind of flex is that?
I mean,
To just tool up a whole country. That's all I'm saying. So in that respect, yeah, it is a flex. And I will argue tooth and nail that no other country in recent times has been able to do that. So again, Egyptians, Romans, whoever the fuck built Stonehenge, but that's more of an art project.
Persian Empire was one.
What did they build?
They grew...
Because Alexander the Great at least cut a few mountains in half.
Well, yes, he did.
But the Persians did
The Persians...
a bunch of temporary cool military shit.
So to the best of my knowledge, 300 is actually very... It's accurate about how they...
The numbers in the attack path, yes.
Sure. How they crossed the actual, like...
Yeah, it was
some of the seas. That's an incredible engineering feat right there.
Yeah, it just didn't last.
Well, yes, but it didn't need to last.
Well, I know.
Just a couple thousand slaves needed to die.
Insane, but yeah.
So
Well, no, even the way that the Romans would build their temporary wharfs and be able to dry dock ships in on the ocean, like, kind of fucking insane. Again, all temporary structures, but the same shit as them Persians.
well,
So in conclusion, we interrupt this podcast to bring you either a Raccoon Intern broadcast, a liminal space service message,
an HR policy memoranda, listener surveillance notices, trash theology sermons, or the ever-present system malfunction emergency alerts. Please stand by. Trash Theology Sermon 3. The bin giveth and the bin taketh away, usually depending on pickup day. I need to address a structural issue within the intern nutritional program. We refined caffeine protocols, we've implemented recovery measures, but one variable remained unstable: baseline nutrition. You can't build sustained performance on coffee and regret alone. You can optimize spikes, you can mitigate crashes, but if the system is depleted, you mistake stimulants for sustenance. Performance wasn't just chaotic, it was inconsistent. That's when we introduced Zevo Life. It's a patented microalgae designed to support steady energy, digestion, and overall vitality, helping your system operate consistently instead of constantly compensating. Packed with essential amino acids, vitamins A, B12, E, and K, antioxidants, minerals, and bioactive compounds, all within a single teaspoon. It's not stimulation, it's foundation. We added it to the intern's daily allocation, and the Intern Nutritional Authority has adopted it into long-term protocols. You can get 30% off your entire order when you use code TOPIC at zevo.life. And for transparency's sake, like a raccoon gazing into the future through a rearview mirror, we'll tell you plainly, the show earns a commission when you use code TOPIC. So you're not just upgrading your nutrition, you're reinforcing the structure that carries you through life's impacts. Nick, myself, and the Intern Nutritional Authority thank you for investing in the long game. We interrupt this podcast to bring you either a Raccoon Intern broadcast, a liminal space service message, an HR policy memoranda, listener surveillance notices, trash theology sermons, or the ever-present system malfunction emergency alerts. Please stand by. Trash Theology Sermon 1. In the beginning, the trash was without form and void, but raccoons saw that it could be organized.
Actually,
That's exactly what that means, pup.
but just like with the DEI hires, we need to diversify our slaves.
We need the Irish, we need the Egyptians, we need
Exactly.
the Chileans.
So every fourth child of every family.
Dude, they might cap out at 3.
I don't care. At least we won't be overpopulated by idiots then.
No, the idiots will be the slaves.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it works. And then they produce more slaves.
So the engineering feat.
So if we sacrifice one generation,
we could build
we
a lot
could
of
have infinite labor.
Oh my god!
If we learn all the lessons from all these failed slave empires. Because slaves never revolt.
Not the slightest.
Right?
The Civil War?
Which one?
Yes.
Ours or theirs?
All of them? So the engineering feat, building the dam impossible. See what I did there?
Damn.
I see
You
what
mean
you
the
did
damn near impossible?
I see what
I knew
you-
what you were trying to say there.
there. I said it.
I
I
also
liked
know
it.
you're just raw dogging this shit.
That's how I like to do
Not
it.
reading the damn thing. Just like, oh yeah, I remember the first word, the last word I just looked at.
At the time, the Hoover Dam was the largest concrete structure ever built. More than 3 million cubic yards of concrete went into it, enough to pave a road from San Francisco to New York. You had a comment.
Why do you think they didn't use Piecrete?
It wasn't invented back then? I don't even know what the fuck Pie Creek is.
It's basically sawdust frozen in blocks to build ships. Oh, they works in the Arctic.
Might be a little bit of a problem.
Way stronger than any steel you've ever seen, though.
Yeah, but I think it's temperature dependent.
Damn near nuclear proof.
Beautiful. Still temperature dependent.
I forget who tried to build them. A few people tried to build some warships out of it.
God.
Anyways, continue. So they didn't use piecrete because, they needed it to be strong in the summertime too.
Yeah. So you could pave a road from San Francisco to New York. Mm-hmm. Workers had to divert the Colorado River through tunnels blasted into the canyon walls, then pour concrete in blocks so it wouldn't crack as it cooled.
You've seen them open those?
I
would love to go to a live opening of one of their bypass gates just to watch it open up for the first time in however many years.
It's cool.
It'd be fucking insane.
It's massive.
To actually be there and feel that shit.
It is very cool to go see all that.
I'd be okay feeling like a twink that day. Be like, oh, daddy, that's a big hole.
Conditions were brutal for that hole. 100 degrees Fahrenheit or 49 degrees Celsius desert heat, dangerous equipment, and the constant risk of falling from dizzying heights. Yet the dam was completed 2 years ahead of schedule. It still stands today as one of the great engineering marvels of the modern world. The myth says that workers were buried inside the concrete. While not true, more than 100 men did die on the job, mostly from accidents, falls, and heat stroke. And when I was actually on site, I was told a story of how when the dam was first introduced, an individual died. His son later died 4 years later, right around the same time of year, and both father and son died to complete that dam. It's just a coincidence.
Nice.
It was just kind of strange. So, do you think projects this dangerous could be built today, or would safety laws stop them?
Oh. Well, they do get built today because they have to.
Dubai.
Well, okay.
They have,
no,
the largest building.
They don't have safety regulations. They just have who's the highest bidder. Now, beyond that, in a more serious context, they have to be made, so we do still make them. But holy fuck, safety shit gets in the way. Yeah. We would never get it done 2 years in advance. That only happens when you violate OSHA. You don't meet a single fucking deadline following safety standards.
No, that's true.
So, yes, but...
Nice conclusion. So life on the job, the human story. The Hoover Dam wasn't built by machines. It was built by 21,000 men, many of whom were desperate for work through the Great Depression. Families lived in rough camps in Nevada desert before the government built Boulder City, a planned community for workers. Life there was tightly controlled. No alcohol, no gambling, and no unions allowed.
Yep.
Despite the hardship, the dam gave men steady wages at a time when bread lines were the norm. For some, it was a lifeline. For others, it was a prison in the desert. Boulder City was so strict, the workers nicknamed it the Nevada Siberia. Men who broke rules would be kicked out and blacklisted from the project. So do you think the people accepted these tough rules because they were desperate for work?
No shit, yes. Moving on now.
Should we celebrate the dam?
That was a low-hanging question. I know I'm dumb, but come on, Nick. Challenge me a little.
Should we celebrate the dam more for the engineers or the workers who risked everything?
Oh, how about both? Why do we always have to divide?
Why not?
Well, we're not a whole bunch of cells. We don't split and divide and then split again.
Divide and conquer.
That only works when you're the one dividing, not when you are divided.
But I'm united in these states that we call America.
We fucking should be.
Let's not go on this tangent.
I know.
That's a different topic.
I'm just saying. Anyways, both. Think about it, dude. Like, it all comes down to your perspective. Chicken versus egg. Do you admire the intellect and the knowledge to develop something that massive, yet alone bring it to fruition? Or do you admire the thousands of people who actually broke their backs every day to make it happen? We kind of have to admire both. But I don't know who I'm going to give the cookie to, so I'll just eat it myself, I guess.
I mean...
They can both hate me for it.
You weren't fucking alive back then, so...
Then the cookie's too old, I don't care. I don't eat stale cookies.
I don't eat that. I will eat that later. I mean, it could be worse.
I don't know. I'm cold and I'm miserable, so I always want to favor the laborer when I'm miserable.
Yeah, because
Only when I'm doing good, then I'm like, oh, yes, the intellect.
Yes, how dare they make my life not miserable.
How dare I have dirt under my fingernails. I'm pretty today.
Power and progress.
Mm-hmm.
What Hoover Dam made possible. The Hoover Dam turned the desert into farmland and fueled the growth of modern cities. It provides water to Arizona, California, and Nevada.
So what we're saying is, we have the Hoover Dam.
The what?
The Hoover Dam. To blame for the land of the fruits and the nuts.
I thought I heard Hindenburg Dam.
Hindenburg Dam, yes.
Like, damn it.
Hindenburg Dam. But so we have the Hoover Dam to thank for the land of the fruits and the nuts. Is that what I'm understanding here?
They are fruity and they are nutty and they do like the alphabet.
Okay.
I'm just reporting.
I now regret that we built said dam.
That we built this city?
I don't think it was that incredible now. I think it was a mistake that we did not have the knowledge to foresee at the time.
So without Hoover Dam, places like Las Vegas might never have grown into what they are today.
So this place of great sobriety and great structure and rigor that accomplished fantastical things allowed for an entire city, nay, state, built around excess and vulgarity and
It really comes down to
in Hollywood.
That right there.
Shit, like think about that. A whole bunch of nuns killed hundreds of their family members to allow the multitude to sin.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I just heard.
That's exactly yep. No fact check. It's the truth, nothing but the truth. So help us.
Talk about a bad retelling of history. Like that's all we have to do to make history books sound horrible.
So the dam didn't just provide resources. It changed the American imagination. It was proof that humans could control nature, bend rivers, and create new futures and give aspirations to the future alcoholic. So it's both inspiring and dangerous. Las Vegas was a tiny desert town before Hoover Dam workers flooded in. Today, the strip is powered by the electricity that started with the dam. So do you think that the Hoover Dam is more of a success story for farming or for cities?
Oh, God. Define success. Are we talking about winners or are we talking about...
I mean, there's a lot of winners in Vegas, baby.
Well, define success.
It's
like, again, we just brought to reality miracles. We have brought water to the desert. We have grown luscious jungle fruit in a desert. So yeah, it's quite a success for the farms. And also, we have also supplied infinite people and cities with water that shouldn't exist. So yes, they're both success stories.
I mean,
it's just... Yay, farmers fuck hookers? Like, I think that's what you're supposed to do with them anyways.
You should always fuck a hooker after they've had their STDs tested.
Well, I like it when they don't have STDs to test.
How would you know if they've never been tested?
Well, when they have STDs to test, as you said, I don't like it when she tells me, oh yeah, my HPV has a C, my AIDS is at a D-, and I have an A in syphilis.
So what you needed to do was fuck the girl that got A's in high school and college. That way you're not getting that HEPC. You know what I'm saying?
HEPC.
I said what I said. I know what I said. It was an inaccurate statement, but it was said.
Well, I would have gone with HEPP, but sure.
Sure. Get your ACTs squared away.
Right.
The lower the number, the better.
Mm-hmm. And always avoid the hee-hee-pee-pee.
Never touch the pee-pee.
Not the hee-hee.
Don't let them touch it, boys.
The hee-hee-pee-pee?
Girls, it's okay.
Yeah. Boys,
you know no square. Controversies and
don't touch me there. This is my no square.
Controversies and costs.
The number of times that I said that in full uniform without a smile. Like, unironically. I said that more times in uniform.
Happenstance aside, I'm very glad that's what you're laughing at.
I said that so many times, completely serious. Oh my god. Anyways, continue. Sorry.
So for all its glory, the Hoover Dam has big controversies. Indigenous tribes lost
Huge tracts of land. Sorry, that's all I've heard of. You said huge. Huge.
Yes. Indigenous tribes lost ancestral. I'm just thinking of all
our listeners don't realize my sole purpose tonight is just fuck with Nick's presentation.
I think they caught on fairly early.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't hard.
I'm not here for peace tonight, apparently.
I'm here for war.
I'm here for violence.
I am choosing violence tonight. Indigenous tribes lost ancestral lands when Lake Mead flooded their homes. The environment also suffered, blocking the Colorado River, devastating fish populations and ecosystems downstream. Today, the dam is at the center of water wars between the states as droughts shrink Lake Mead to record lows. Hoover Dam gave us progress, but at a cost. Displacement, environmental damage, and now climate pressure on the river it was built to control.
Whose state is it in?
I mean...
but whose state? What state is the Hoover Dam located in?
I feel like I should know this.
I really hope you do.
It's a great fucking question.
Since it's not that important to what I was going to say, I'll continue. How about it belongs to whatever state fucking built it, and the rest of you are lucky.
It's in the middle. It's like half and half, man.
That's not a half and half.
Yeah, it kind of is.
No, there's a definitive state line.
Yeah.
And territories and borders drawn. And I promise you, whoever the fuck zoned it did not say, oh yes, let's split state lines.
So again, the Hoover Dam is on the border of Nevada and Arizona.
And is located inside of...
the Colorado River.
No, but is located inside of which state?
It's half and half.
It's not half and half.
Okay, maybe it's like 45-55.
Which side has 55?
Brother, I don't fucking know.
Okay, either way, Nevada...
We interrupt this podcast to bring you either a Raccoon Intern broadcast, a liminal space service message, an HR policy memoranda, listener surveillance notices, trash theology sermons, or the ever-present system malfunction emergency alerts. Please stand by. Trash Theology Sermon 2. Verily I say unto thee, one's worth is not in what they throw away, but what they are willing to dive back in for. I need to address an issue regarding the unpaid interns. While overall productivity has improved, there's a recurring decline following what they described as after-hours research. Translation, excess beverages were consumed. The next morning metrics were predictable. Cognitive clarity, compromised. Regret index, elevated. Sunlight compatibility, low. That's when we implemented liqueur gummies. They're formulated with DHM, which helps your body process alcohol, along with milk thistle, B vitamins, electrolytes, and ginger root to support recovery and hydration. You enjoy your evening, you support recovery. You wake up to regret your decisions with a clear head and a settled stomach. You can get 20% off your entire order when you use code TOPIC at liqueur.com. And for transparency's sake, like a raccoon peering through a kaleidoscope attempting to intuit your future by reading tea leaves, we'll warn you. The show earns a commission when you use code TOPIC. So you're not just protecting tomorrow, you're supporting the continued operational stability of the interns. Nick, myself, and the Intern Nutritional Authority, thank you for your patronage. I need to give a brief update regarding the unpaid interns. For last fiscal quarter, their caffeine habits were entirely self-funded through dumpster-based nutrition and used coffee grounds rescued from the trash compactor behind the local prison. As you can imagine, results were inconsistent. Archival accuracy, unstable. Claw precision, questionable. Midday existential collapse, guaranteed. It was a difficult quarter. But that ends today. We've transitioned the entire intern program to Strong Coffee Company. Their black blend has 15 grams of protein, 5 grams of MCTs, and adaptogens like ashwagandha and L-theanine. So instead of spike and crash routines, it's a sustained focus. The results speak for themselves. If you're going to drink coffee anyway, it might as well pull its weight. You can get 20% off your entire order when you use code TOPIC at strongcoffeecompany.com. And for transparency's sake, like a raccoon peering through a mason jar instead of a magnifying glass while searching for mythic relics buried in a landfill, we'll tell you plainly. The show earns a commission when you use code TOPIC. So if you grab some, you're not just upgrading your coffee. You're funding structured nutrition for the interns. Nick, myself, and the Intern Nutritional Authority thank you for your service.
We interrupt this podcast to bring you either a Raccoon Intern broadcast, a liminal space service message, an HR policy memoranda, listener surveillance notices, trash theology sermons, or the ever-present system malfunction emergency alerts. Please stand by. Trash Theology Sermon 4. Remember, cleanliness is next to loneliness. Seek the comfort of clutter.
And where?
We're road tripping. We'll take a tape measure.
I don't. Nevada and where? You said Nevada and who?
Arizona.
Arizona. Okay. So those two states are the only ones that have claim to it. Fuck off the rest of them. Is to put it really simply.
It's nothing personal.
Like, I just fucking hate you. Correct. Again, how about you don't live in an environment that is purely dependent upon another person's benevolence?
I mean,
surprise, surprise! Humans are evil. What? No. They're luckily Nestle doesn't own that shit yet. $20 to take a shower.
What are they gonna do? Fucking have chocolate milk coming out of the fucking river?
Nestle's been buying up water rights all over the world.
Rider or water?
Water rights.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's such a hot topic in the States because we're trying to. There's still the ongoing discussion of, is water a human right or is it property? Because there's the water table, and when you're drilling a well and pumping a well, you technically own what's in there as long as you own your mineral rights. But what happens if you don't own your mineral rights and somebody else buys it? Do you even own the water in your well at that point? So anyway, just be happy Nestle doesn't own the Hoover Dam. But again, why? No different than people living on the coast and, oh no, a hurricane came, help me. Maybe don't fucking live there, dumbass. Rich people bought those places as vacation homes for a reason. They're vacation homes. They're supposed to be disposable. If you can only afford one existence, do not plan that entire existence around another person's benevolence. It will never work out. Anyway, sorry.
This
soapbox. Done. I'm getting off of it.
Yeah,
I'm a foot shorter now.
You're like 3. You've had a few soapboxes.
There's just certain things that annoy me, as we've found out. Comes down to slavery.
Machu
Picchu, also known as Huayna Picchu, or Aguas Caliente, or that fantastic hotel at the bottom of the buffet, because it is fantastic. Anyways.
How do you know that? Now? It's been a few years, hasn't it?
I've been there however many times. Either way, I guess I'll forget certain things.
I guess we're just going to go back.
Well, yeah, because you haven't been there, so we have to.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
We'll do an episode in the hot tub.
Oh, my God. No, we'll go back to my chocolate place and see if they still have me up on their wall as sexy chef.
What?
I literally was like, they framed a photo of me, and like my name was Sexy Chef while I was there, because I made chocolate and I was sexy and I was white.
You are white, but you were not sexy.
Well, we can still check. We'll find out. We'll know within 5 seconds of walking in that store. Either we see my fucking picture still up there, or we don't. Anyways.
Okay.
Okay, so Huayna Picchu, Machu Picchu, slavery. The fact that the Nazis are definitely in Argentina and have never left Argentina.
And water rights.
Those are the things that annoy me.
Dude, you're like a foot tall.
Or, sorry, people being...
You're like a foot tall.
Relying upon others' benevolence.
Like maybe 1 foot and 6 inches? You're like 5'6", right?
I don't know.
Good enough.
I'm not that short. I would remember if I was that short. I think I'm in that weird like 5'8", 5'9" area. Because I think I've always said 5'10", because unless I'm wearing no shoes, I always have been.
Okay.
But then in other boots, I'm taller than that. Which really means, I think, I don't know, somewhere in there. But I know I'm not 5'6" or shorter. I would have known that.
So you're a midget. I knew it.
No, I'm 2 inches taller than a midget.
That bar is very low.
But it's there.
Understood.
And I can't cross underneath it.
So, if built today, would a project like this even get approved?
No.
Alright. Why not?
See what they did with the fucking pipelines?
No.
How about every nuclear power plant we try to install?
It was installed. Not well.
No. EPA gets in the way of everything. Fucking protesters get in the way of fucking everything. There is no way we would ever get something like that done. If solely from an eco-terrorism standpoint, you realize how easy it would be to stop a dam being built? Every time they go to divert water, oh no, someone dropped some tannerite. Like,
There was a terrorist.
It's really easy
Oh boy.
to interrupt something that difficult to build.
I mean, maybe?
We never would have gotten away with murdering that many fish. We'll boil this down to as simple as an argument as possible. Do we kill the fish or not kill the fish? There would be college campuses on fire with those protests about the fish.
But we needed farmland for fruits and the...
But that farmland's stolen from indigenous peoples who are dumb enough to give it to us for beads. And I say that very ironically as a first generation immigrant myself.
Yes,
so hey. Again, if people cannot understand that this is satire, this podcast is not for you. Please leave.
Look, we both know that your mother gave her firstborn child for, I guess, a good time.
Which one?
Yes.
There's
more than one?
I mean, who give me up for a good time? Probably.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Abortion.
Hey, hashtag me too. You go, girl. Forget the fact that the hashtag symbol was originally called the pound sign, so really it was just pound me too. But the fact that nobody ever made that connection always confused the fuck out of me. Anyways. I guess we found my fourth soapbox. Hashtag me too movement, or women's suffrage in general.
Dude, you're like 6 inches tall right now.
I'm ready. Yeah, but I'm trying to be 4 inches long.
I'm not even sure how a 6-inch individual would have a 4 foot long dick. Like,
said 4 inches long.
Dude, that still doesn't work. That's more believable. It's like the male version of Tinkerbell having a fucking dick.
Yeah.
It's just like,
does that see mini-me? Little dude's like a tripod.
Dude, that's just a midget that shaved its head bald.
Yeah, but since proportionately his penis was average sized, it looked like a third leg on him.
So modern challenges and legacy. Nearly a century later, the Hoover Dam still works, regardless of Mini-Me's size cock, but not like it used to. Lake Mead, its reservoir, is at a historically low level thanks to climate change and overuse of water. Power generation.
Fucking term.
Oh, Lord.
Let's call it what it is. An overuse of water. Like, let's really call it what it is.
Well, there are a lot of droughts.
But let's also call it what it is. You're in a desert. Droughts are normal. Droughts should be expected. You are overusing fucking water.
Correct.
You don't need grass where you live.
Correct. Been to Arizona, they don't have grass unless you're on a golf course.
They're happy.
And you pay for that. Power generation is down, and cities are scrambling to find new sources of water.
The gentleman who allowed me to get my MLO license also had a branch in Arizona just so his golf trips were tax write-off. Don't diss the golf courses in Arizona. I worked for a guy who put a lot of time and effort into going there.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, IRS. Today's other sponsor, right up there with the Who.
Yes, Please, whatever you do, do not investigate a certain individual with the last name of Sinak.
I have questions, but that's for later. The Hoover Dam still remains a symbol of human ambition and ingenuity. Millions of tourists,
Turistos.
that word, visit it each year, marveling at the Art Deco design, the sheer scale, and the idea that people in the 1930s built something so massive with so little technology. In 2010, the Hoover Dam was bypassed by a massive new bridge. The Mike O'Callaghan, Pat Tillman, say that 5 times fucking fast.
No, you have to say it with a Scottish accent.
Ah, yes, the Mike O'Callaghan, Pat Tillman Memorial Bridge.
You almost got there at the end of what you were saying.
Well, fuck.
You said bridge with the right accent, but everything
Bridge.
So,
The Mike O'Callaghan, Pat Tillman Memorial Bridge.
see, you said it without struggling. That's all you're missing. Continue.
Look, it just takes me a minute.
I know.
Like,
You got to be racist sometimes. It helps.
Are the Irish a race? Which itself became a symbol
was
of
blamed
progress.
for the fucking potato famines.
The Celtics?
Who do you think the Celts became? Besides the English and the Scots and the Irish. And God! Some of what you say is just so simplistically functionally correct but wrong in so many ways. Like, so yes, sure, the Celts, sure, technically, but no.
Look, I just want you to know, it's nothing personal.
You just
Fucking hate you.
No, it's okay. Troy said it works so well in so many environments. It's the same as you're not wrong, you're just an asshole. It's got the same weight to it.
I know. It's great.
God.
So,
I can't tell you how fucking surprised people are when we say that in public and we don't get into a fight.
really?
Have you not seen that?
Dude,
Like the 2 times we've said it in public in like the last month or 2, like we got some really weird looks until they realized that like we are serious, but we're also joking. Like,
personal, I just fucking hate you.
because we're not adding the last part, which is in this moment.
Oh, I added it every fucking time. What are you talking about?
Oh, I never put that in. I let you question.
But I fucking hate you? Question mark? All right,
Either way.
speed round.
Yes.
Trivia. What year did construction on Hoover Dam begin? Close enough, 1931. What was the Hoover Dam originally called?
Boulder Dam.
How many men died building the dam?
100 plus.
Officially 96, though some say more. So technically not
Well,
true.
they're not counting.
What river did the Hoover Dam hold back?
What river? Colorado River.
Good enough. How tall is the dam?
Well, you haven't covered that, so if I get this right, I am quite the genius. I'm going to go with roughly 2,300 feet.
Go smaller and less than 1,000.
2,300. Oh, less than?
Yes.
Yards or feet?
Feet.
No.
I'm telling you.
It's not that small.
You are off basis.
It's not that small.
I like
Look, 2,200 was probably a reasonable guess, but it's not that small.
it is.
Okay, so I'm going to go with like 783.
726 feet. 83 is pretty good from your D. Fucking 23.
From the 22,000 feet?
How many states receive water from the Hoover Dam?
I'm also forgetting the fact that my school was located at 10,000 feet and the peak of said mountain was at 16,000 feet, and that was considered like really high elevation.
Good enough.
And here I am saying 22,000 feet on a dam. That's definitely not anywhere close to the mountains.
I mean, relative to ground level, yeah, but maybe
Well,
your
put the ground level at the bottom or the top of the dam. Which one's ground level? Like at the bottom of the crevice or on the ground I'm standing on? I'm just saying. Continue.
How many states received water from the Hoover Dam?
Oh God, 4.
7. What city was built to house
I
workers?
only know 4 of them. Which ones?
I don't have that
Okay,
readily available.
that's fine.
The southern ones. What city was built to house the workers?
I mean the southwestern ones.
Yeah, Yes, that one. But answer the question.
The southern ones.
Answer the question.
Imagine that. Imagine we diverted all that shit straight to Texas.
That would not be the Lone Star State anymore. That'd be the very wet state.
Look, we all know that North Texas is the best Texas. Colorado.
It's not even in Texas.
No, there's specific parts of Colorado that... So we're talking about original Texas. So original Texas did used to extend all the way up into Colorado and parts of Montana. And so they're called North Texas by those who really believe in the dream.
So what city was built to house workers? This is not a fast speed trivia.
We can once return to Texas.
For fuck's sake. Sorry. What city was built to house workers?
The Boulder Dam City?
Minus the dam, you got it. What reservoir was created by Hoover Dam?
Something with an M.
It's an alcoholic beverage.
Yeah, but it was something with an M.
I'm telling you the answer is an alcoholic beverage. Norse.
Elysium?
Norse.
Oh, mead.
Yep. How much concrete was used?
You're like, it's Norse. Oh, alcohol.
Mead.
Continue, sorry.
How much concrete was used in construction?
Well, you also didn't tell me that.
I did. I said it earlier.
I don't know. Let's just go with my other number, 22,000 tons.
3.25 million cubic yards.
Well, what does that equal in tonnage, huh?
I don't fucking know, man.
Okay, what is your number?
3.25 million cubic yards.
3.25 million cubic yards of concrete
equals how much tonnage?
How many tons? Generating. According to Google AI, I'm very off. 3.25 million cubic yards of concrete equals approximately 6.5 to 8.1 million tons. Depending on the exact density of the mix.
You were so fucking off.
Look, my 20 grand, my 22 grand, it ain't hitting shit.
Well, then ask what was the elevation of Boulder Dam? Hoover Dam, one might say.
What was the elevation of the Hoover Dam?
The Hoover Dam's crest, or top, is at an elevation of 1,232 feet above sea level. The structural height of the dam is 726.4 feet.
You were so fucking off.
So yeah, it's 726.4 feet from the riverbed to the crest.
True or false? Workers were buried inside the dam.
Oh, I'm going to answer with my heart and say true, even though I know it's false.
Dude, you failed that trivia round so fucking bad.
You cannot convince me that there isn't one person buried in there.
There might be I don't know.
There's accidentally. Dude, statistics would indicate
somebody
fell in at some point. What are you going to do? Stop? No.
I guess.
It's not like you can tell the dude at the top of the dam, hey, stop pouring, we got to pull someone out. He's already dead. Well, and all that shaking and kicking just helps vibrate and settle that,
Well, so when they actually went to...
It's called a composite now.
Apparently, fucking A. It's organic.
It's organic reinforced fiber. We have that new fiber composite. Don't worry, it's biodegradable. It's not what you want to hear, but it's biodegradable.
Dude, it's fucked up. Hoover Dam's biodegradable?
Technically, everything is. If you give it long enough.
Another sponsor of today's podcast, biodegradable concrete.
Oh, I was going to say Exxon.
And that's all for this week on Some Topic, the show where logic is seasonal, facts are optional, and the raccoons are 2 paychecks behind. If you're a liberal, please keep your critiques to yourself. Our unpaid interns have adopted a shoot first, shred later policy, and we're in a stand your ground state after all. HR has yet to get back to us with a solution, so stand by. To the rest of you, keep your coffee black, your sarcasm sharp, and your reality on airplane mode. Until next time, stay skeptical, stay caffeinated, and stay just interested enough to keep the surveillance squirrels guessing while we slip out the back.